Okay, so welcome to your Yin Yoga class. We are going to have a very lovely session targeting some connective tissue and staying in stillness with that sensation. So you're going to need a bolster. If you don't have bolster, a couple of bed pillows will be fine, a blanket, and maybe a couple of cushions. And if you like something to cover your eyes at the end. Okay, brilliant. So I'm going to start with heart melting pose. So I'll show you first. Um, I like to have something underneath my forehead like a blanket, just literally for comfort. Otherwise, sometimes it feels a bit too heavy on the head. So actually, I might use a pillow. So I'll just demonstrate first. So your knees are just underneath your hips, quite nice and wide. And take your hands forward and then just literally melt your heart. Now your forehead, you can tuck your chin in and just rest your forehead on the ground. That's where I like to put something underneath my forehead because we're staying for 3 minutes. A cushion feels quite nice to me. And with your arms, you can stretch your arms forward, but then you're relaxing your heart down. If it feels too much, you can always bend your elbows to the side, or you can take your arms out a little wider. So, I'm going to be here for 3 minutes. See if you can feel the sensation of the stretch, the melting of the heart. And if you can't feel that sensation, maybe you take your hands a little further forward and then remelt. See how swiftly you can settle into stillness and be still with that sensation. Be patient with your mind and your nervous system because likely you've had a busy day and we're beginning to apply the brakes. So just see from time to time as you hold these poses where you may be harboring tension and tightness. And releasing that tension and tightness when you sense it. If you notice any sense of chasing or trying, let go of any agenda or ambition. Yin is the art of surrendering effort. Heart melting. Now, if you feel like you've got another edge and your body is welcoming a deeper stretch, like my nose is beginning to get crushed as my heart melts, I'm just gently turning my head to the side. Maybe that's you, maybe it isn't, just see. Your head is turned. You can lift and put your other cheek on the ground just for balance. And re-soften. Slightly deepen your breath. And as you sigh out, feel how your body is welcoming some more sense of letting go. Be still with sensation. Deepen your breath. Gently begin to lift your head, bring yourself back. You can just sit back on your heels a little. And our rebound is going to be on our bellies. So come forward on your belly like a forward facing Shavasana. So bring yourself onto your belly. You can turn your head at the side like you're sunbathing. And we're here for 1 minute, enjoying very subtle sensation of your energy shifting around. The echo of the pose. And you soften your head and your torso more fully into the earth. Your head is lifted, gently lifted up. Place the other cheek down and resettle on the other side. Notice where you have little pockets of holding on, of squeezing your muscles, of tightening. And let go. Rebounds are so important for your nervous system. Slowly slide your hands back to your chest. Press yourself up onto your knees. Sink back towards your heels a bit. Onto your hands and knees and take any wiggle or waggle that feels nice after the day you've had. Nice and deliciously slow. Wonderful. You're going to come and sit up. If you've got a blanket, some people don't need the blanket, but I would recommend it. Can the more higher, perhaps just maybe like on a thick fold like that. Some people might like it a bit thicker, but I think I'm going to go on my body just a medium fold. And we're going to take fire log pose. So I'm going to sit on the edge of your blanket, or if you have a blanket, a block, not a block, a cushion. And you're going to lay the right leg down like this, and like a stacking of the logs, you're going to take your left leg and lay it directly on top like this with your legs. Now that might not be the stretch that we're getting is in the hip here and the IT band on the left side. So that's a sensation that we're seeking to be still with. Now, if that's not possible, you can just put the leg in front. But try and get your, rather than kind of crossing here, kind of more like there if possible, like that. So, okay. Excellent. And then all we're going to do, and you might want to use your bolster, fold forward and relax forward and feel the sensation of the stretch of your left hip, outer left hip, and the IT band. We're here for 3 minutes. So you want to find the edge where it's perhaps a little bit challenging, where your body naturally kind of resists a teeny tiny bit, not sure, but it's feels safe enough just to stay there and be with that sensation. Be still with that sensation. Without aim or ambition, you're just letting time in the pose and gravity work their magic. As you get more skilled in yin, you more quickly drop into stillness with the sensation, complete stillness. No problem if the mind wanders, you just notice with kindness and invite the mind to settle back on exploring the ever-changing sensation. The body feels like it's welcoming a new edge. You can either roll your bolster further forward and just sort of let your head hang in between, or you can get rid of the bolster or your pillows altogether and just fold over your legs and let the head hang completely. And you let the sensation be bright without getting intense about it in your mind. If you get really intense in your mind and you feel like you're pulling yourself forward or pushing yourself to stay in the pose, dial it back a little. The art is to soften and surrender, to allow the pose to happen to you. Well done. Slowly slide your hands back. Don't lift your head. That's the last thing that lifts. Really take your time and feel the sensation as you unwind. You'll feel maybe like heat and tingling. That's the chi shifting. Enjoy it. I'm going to come and lie on our backs for the rebound, like a shavasana. So you can move your blanket aside. Just 1 minute, coming down on your back. Enjoying that sweet feeling, very subtle sensation, the shift of your chi or prana. Feeling still, really feeling the very subtle tingling, heat, coolness, the echo of your pose. Enjoy taking a longer breath in and a big sigh out. As all tension from your day and your week melt into the ground. Yeah, that delicious feeling of your chi in your legs. Quite vibrant feeling, perhaps. Wonderful. You can gently roll yourself to the side. Take your time. Enjoy going super slow. Press yourself gently up to sitting. Find your blankets. Re-prop the edge of your sit bones on your blanket as we prepare for the other side. So the other leg stacking like a fire cross. There's always variations. Some people would perhaps stack the knees directly on top. This doesn't work for my hips. We're different on both sides. For some people, that's too much. For me, on my legs, that's too much. You can also, particularly on this side, because this is where I've had injury on this ankle. So this is as far as the sensation without pushing or pinching. If that's too much, you can put the leg in front, like a normal cross leg, but rather than like this, more like this. Okay. Excellent. So the sensation that we are being still with is on the right T-band here, the right hip, the right glute. You can take your bolster and put it in front of you. You can just bring your hands down and melt. Just see what feels supportive. Start with bolster. And just soften forward. Relax the head. Relax the neck. See how swiftly you can be still with the sensation of the right hip. Be with the sensation of the right hip. Explore it. Curiosity. Notice where else in your body you may be holding on. Can you relax your face and your jaw a bit more? Can you completely soften your neck and your head? Can you relax your shoulders and left butt cheek? And be still with sensation. If your body is inviting a new edge and would welcome a bit more release, you can either roll your bolster forward or you can remove the bolster, taking your hands a little further forward, melting into a new edge, finding the stillness with sensation. And you soften around that sensation, soften around and soften inside of that sensation. Where can you soften and let go? Deepen your breath. Exhale. Feel that other level of softening. With no rush or hurry. Inhale, move your hands slowly back towards you. Might want to slide them back. Try not to hurry. Peel yourself up. And we're going to come back to lying on our backs in Shavasana. Slowly as you can. And down. Enjoy feeling the lovely rebound, tingling, heavying. Nervous system releasing. Just like when we're on holiday. This feeling of ease in your body. A beautiful, clear energy coursing through you. Can you feel that very subtle? It's almost like a vibration. That's the chi, that's the prana, your vital energy. Enjoy it. Feel it. Wonderful. Slowly, with no rush. Fold to the side. Just hang out here in a little cozy ball. Gently press yourself up. And we are going to set ourselves up for a heart opening. So we're going to take, if you just watch for a moment, If you've got a bolster that's going to go behind your heart, it might be quite nice to put a pillow just to relax the back of your head behind you. Your arms are going to go, the bolster's going to come under this bit. You can just take your arms like this or just out wide. Or if it feels good, you might take the hands up overhead for extra opening. Your legs are in Shavasana type legs, and you might want to put a blanket over you just for extra cozy comfort. You might even want to put an eye bag on you. So take your time. The bolster underneath the heart. And you're letting your head come back, just sort of dangle back. Your arms can be out wide to begin with if you like. And your head can just gently supported by a pillow, or if you prefer a block. And then you're letting your heart melt. Now, if you feel like your shoulders are pinching, you might need to puff up your chest, roll your shoulders underneath you a bit flat, and then settle. Let the bolster hold you, or your pillows hold you. Your legs, if you prefer, you can bring the soles of your feet together and have the knees open in butterfly pose. That's also an option. And you could also, if you'd like a little bit more of a heart opening, just let the hands dangle overhead. It doesn't matter if the fingers don't touch the ground. With time and gravity, they will move in their own speed. Let's settle into stillness and sensation. And you sense where you are being passively stretched, where the stretching is happening, where the opening is happening. Allow it to happen just by observing, letting time and gravity do its thing. Allowing. As you curiously stay open to the shifting nature of that sensation. Stay with the sensation, just observe without judging. No need to fix, no need to fiddle. Completely still with the sensation just as it is.
Slightly deepen your inhale. As you exhale, feel yourself melt and release a little bit more like a piece of chocolate melting over the back of a hot spoon. Well done. Inhale slowly, as slowly as you can. Bring your arms in, back to your chest. Your feet in Supta Baddha Konasana. You can put your feet on the ground to bend your knees. It's quite nice to put your hands behind your head and gently curl yourself up, or you can roll to the side. Just take your time. Well done. Press yourself up to sitting. I'm just going to take the legs out a little wide and just tilt yourself forward. Relax forward just for a moment. Breathing in. As you exhale, just let go of whatever you've been carrying. Put it all down. All of the luggage of life. Inhaling. Exhale, put it down. Relax your neck completely. Satisfying sigh out. Ah, well done. Gently press into your hands. You can roll yourself up. Last thing that rolls up is your head. Well done. Just a couple of twists before we come to lay in Shavasana. If you like, you like your bolster underneath your legs, have it and arms reach nearby. You can have your blanket and arms reach nearby too. Back up over here. And then gently roll on your back. Draw your knees in towards your chest and cross the left leg nice and high over the right. You can actually put your bolster underneath your knees to support your knees, or your blanket or pillow, and just drop your knees towards the right. So your left leg is crossed high over right, you're dropping the knees to the right, and you're laying your left arm out like a wing. If you don't have much room, you can bend your elbow, and you're just letting the weight of your right arm just relax onto your legs as you let the weight of the left side of your head relax towards the left side. So yeah, you don't have to have anything under your knees, but you might want to have some support. Just see what feels good. And then be still with sensation. How still can you be? Apart from your breath, which is natural. Scan your body from time to time. Whatever you're holding, release. Doesn't matter if your legs unfurl. Just let whatever happens happen. Deepen your breath into those tighter bits. And a big sigh out. Ah. Beautiful. Gently roll back onto your back. Feet flat on the ground. Just relax your hands on your body and feel. Feel the different, very subtle sensation of your prana and chi on the left side of your body compared to the right. If you need to shuffle over to give yourself more room, like I do, feel free, shuffle over to the right. And then lift that right leg up, cross the right thigh really high over your left leg and draw your knees towards your chest. As you let the knees drop towards the left, as you open up your right arm towards the right. If you don't have room, bend the right elbow. Again, you can have something under your knees if that feels like you've got an edge and you're just supporting your edge, or you might have nothing. And your left hand or arm is just draped over your legs. As you let your right ear pull towards the right. Getting still with sensation. Feel where you're getting the stretch. Doesn't matter if it's intense or if it's subtle. Be in that sensation. Let gravity and time release what needs to be released. Ooh. Sometimes when we begin to unwind and unravel and really permit ourselves to let go, and all of your muscles, you realize how much you've been holding. Don't be frightened of that, just see it and feel a sense of satisfaction that you're giving yourself this wonderful time to balance all of that gorgeous holding, the wonderful holding of people, places, emotions. This time of letting go. Very slowly, well done. Roll back onto your back. Feet flat on the floor and just let your body settle. Feel that chi running freely. You might feel a bit of gurgling in your belly. That is good. And then come and set yourself up for your final resting pose, Shavasana. If you like to have something under your knees and head, please don't rush. Please take your time. I'm getting up just to talk you through. Maybe cover your eyes, body, whatever feels good to you. It's sublimely comfortable, and you're very welcome if you wish to stay longer than the 3 or so minutes that I'll be guiding. So feel free just to stay lying down. Get sublimely comfortable. If you can get even more comfortable, make any little fidgets or fuss that feel great. Really savor this. This is your time to come back home to you. Our true self, our true nature, which is completely perfect, joyful, full of energy, peace and wisdom, resides within us. So you're traveling inward. You've removed the stresses and strains that have been held up in your issues and your tissues. So take a deeply satisfying breath. And as you exhale, allow yourself to take a rest in the peace and quiet of your inner landscape. The peace that exists beyond physical sensation. Beyond thought. And you drop underneath the thinking mind. Drop away from the sensing body. Even underneath the ripples of energy and emotion. Going deeper and deeper. This beautiful, pure rest. It's just open, loving consciousness. Feeling and sensing your self as part of this amazing tapestry of life, of the universe. Not separated. You part of it, and it part of you. Welcome to stay laying here.
You might imagine and sense your body lying on the ground as if you are looking at your body from above. And as if you are also noticing from above how your mind has settled. And all the little toings and froings of the mind as the ego self, your sense of identity, frets and fusses, all the emotions that go with being human. But this part of you that is separate from that, this observing part of you, is energy that is connected to everything and everyone. It has no boundaries, no self. Enjoy resting in that collective energy, that collective consciousness. Where our individual worries melt away and the wave realizes that the wave is the ocean and the ocean is the wave. If you are ready to complete your practice, you can breathe deeper. A big sigh out. Let your consciousness float back into the physical shell of your body, feeling yourself lying on the ground and just enjoying your physical body. We get to enjoy this human experience. Giving yourself a stretch and a wiggle and quietly rolling over into fetal position and just hanging out in this cozy, comforting pose that we all started our human life in. Remind the mind and the ego they can stay resting. No need to jump in the driving seat as you gently press yourself up to sitting. No rush or hurry. And just sit in the sureness of your practice, your power and your peace. And an unwavering connection to everything and everyone, this beautiful tapestry of life. Grateful for our experience of it just as it is. Bring your hands to your heart center. Bow inwards, really feel the vibration, that tap into that universal energy. Lovely big inhale. Deep breath in and a long cleansing sigh out. Take a moment to feel pleased and noticing the benefits of your practice. Thank you so much. I hope it served you well. Namaste. So please enjoy quietly going off into the night. I hope you enjoyed some deep relaxation and some deep connection, even beyond your body, beyond your own mind, perhaps. And a just feeling of oneness This is what the state of yoga is, a sense of oneness. We're all just part of this really beautiful kind of wild ride, this wild unknown, and it's gorgeous when you can relax into that, not worrying about our individual self so much, and just relaxing into, yeah, it's all good. We're all just part of it. All right, so thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Take care. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Namaste.